This is an incredible discovery that has shocked the whole scientific community. A perfectly preserved dinosaur embryo was found inside a fossilized egg in China. The amazing thing is that the embryo is just as intact as the rest of the dino. The bones are super tiny, but they're all there, including the skull, spine, and ribs. What makes this discovery so important is that it gives us an incredible amount of new information about dinosaurs. For example, we now know that adult dinosaurs had feathers. We also know that they laid eggs, but we didn't know what those eggs looked like or how the embryos developed until now. But to be honest, this discovery raises more questions than it answers. How did the egg get fossilized without breaking? And why is the embryo so well preserved? The embryo is estimated to be around 70 million years old, which is crazy considering that most fossils are much older than that and nowhere near as well preserved. It's not clear how long the embryo would have developed outside of the egg, but it was definitely getting close to hatching. If it had hatched, it would have been one of the first of its kind, a truly unique creature. The discovery was made by scientists from the University of Alberta in Canada. They were examining a collection of fossils that had been found in China when they noticed something strange. One of the fossils looked like a dinosaur egg, but it was perfectly preserved. It hadn't been crushed or broken during the fossilization process. When they carefully examined the egg, they saw something even more amazing. There was a tiny dinosaur embryo inside. The embryo was curled up inside the egg, just like a baby bird would be before it hatches. The scientists were stunned. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. They used a variety of techniques to study the embryo, including X-rays and CT scans. This allowed them to get a detailed look at the embryo without damaging it. What they found was incredible. The embryo was perfectly preserved down to its tiny little heart. At first, they thought that the embryo might have been preserved in amber, like a mosquito in amber. But that wasn't the case. The embryo was simply preserved in rock. The rock had hardened around the egg, protecting it and keeping it safe. The scientists are still trying to figure out how the egg got fossilized without breaking. But they have a few theories. They think that maybe the egg was buried in mud or volcanic ash. This would have prevented it from breaking and would have allowed it to preserve so well. The scientists are also studying the embryo to learn more about how dinosaurs developed. By comparing the embryo to modern birds, they hope to learn more about the evolution of dinosaurs. The discovery of this perfectly preserved dinosaur embryo is a major breakthrough for paleontologists. It's the best preserved dinosaur embryo ever found. It's also one of the most complete specimens of a dinosaur ever found. It's amazing to think that this tiny embryo is over 70 million years old. It's also amazing to think that we may never have found it if it hadn't been for the hard work of scientists and the incredible luck of stumbling upon such a rare find. The discovery has been making headlines around the world. It's one of the most important discoveries of the year, and it's sure to be a major addition to any museum where it's displayed. So, what do you think? What's your favorite thing about this amazing discovery? Let me know in the comments below,